So cleanliness is an awful lot more than just ordering the world or scientifically making it hygienic. Cleanliness is about ways in which we make it possible for us to live in the world together, for 2 or 3 people to actually exist in a place together. And it's something which changes with each generation. Sometimes it's ordering the world in a way that we mutually understand. Sometimes it's dealing with the invisible aspects of the world in ways that people will make it acceptable to actually exist together in a human place. But it's about dwelling, ultimately, dwelling in a space.
I think about cleanliness in terms of what Dominique Laporte talks about as the domestication of waste. And I think a lot about how the management of human waste is connected to also the development of modern identities, and how cleanliness and hygiene are also the product of political ideologies. And these ideologies are also other kind of social hierarchies that have predetermined who and what we can call clean, and also who can make those determinations.
Absolutely, it is an act of care, yes. Care is very much a word that's describing human culture and human relationships. It's about tracing the responsibilities of the world and how we feel about that. But cleaning is certainly something which is not neutral or passive or subjugated. It's about actively the micro powers of the world and how human relationships become very real and become sensible and become felt through the material world that surrounds us.
Yes, I think cleaning can definitely be an act of care. And I think especially when it comes at these social scales, it has this, connotations of like mutuality, of community, of also mutual aid. And I think it is an act of care, I think, when it comes to cleaning community of shared spaces or I guess in some ways bodies as well.
Absolutely, they can become too clean, but the question, of course, is too clean for who? Because cleaning and care are often quite unequal. I think at the core of this is that the material world is not pure in and of itself. Material things are always contested. They have multiple meanings from multiple people. So the same act that for one person renders something pure, for the next generation renders it polluting or unhygienic. And at the heart of the question is, yes, it can be too clean because hybridity is necessary for human existence and human culture, for us to exist together as different sorts of people.
Yeah, I think that when you zoom at smaller and smaller scales, this is where cleanliness, I think, for me becomes a little murky. You have I think a lot about the antibiotic regimes that are like very common in modern medicine, and how oftentimes alongside viruses or diseases, they can also eradicate a host of beneficial bacteria. Those things can often be too much of a wide net, and doesn't allow these other beneficial communities that we've co-evolved with to flourish. So I think there are sometimes ways where it can go a little far.